Now they had less wind tunnel time. Then on top of that, they might have even known there was a problem with the car at the beginning of the season, and they put the asymmetrical device there just to help them for the first couple of races. And then when they got caught out, they had to take it out. What do you think, Lorato, before we go to Kunle? Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the main problem that they had throughout the year, or kind of like the underlying problem, was understeer.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is because that's how
like
Verstappen likes it. But go ahead. Yeah.
yeah. No, but I think even outside of the way in which um
Because for
Verstappen
some reason I haven't
drives.
figured it out yet. But oh yeah, I think he stalled. He crashed. But what I was say, for some reason, when you focus on the way Verstappen drives with emphasis on the front end, it actually leads to understeer. I don't understand that. Maybe you understand it a little bit better, Kunle
Yeah,
or
yeah.
or
I
what,
think I think
Lorato. Yeah.
I think that they basically had problems with understeer because there was a lack of balance between the front and the rear.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I think that's probably because of the way Verstappen he drive. He's an asymmetrical driver himself. He that's how he uses a lot of counter forces and things.
yeah. But he was having problems turning the car himself. Uh,
Yes. So that
to,
so maybe it was too
to,
much understeer, or
yeah, due to the large amount of understeer.
yeah,
But of course, this has to do with the fact that the within these regulations, a small change to the car makes
yeah.
a huge difference.
And they were probably
Um,
not getting as much resources for the wind tunnel, so they were off with their calibrations. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Whatever data that they were getting from
Yeah.
wind tunnels, they couldn't translate to the track.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
this goes to show you why. If I were Verstappen, I would be so glad that it happened because now we realize in real time that Verstappen himself is the wind tunnel tester. He pushed that car every week and through hard work, and it proved that he doesn't need a asymmetric valve. He can do it the old-fashioned way, where you work with the mechanics and the engineers. So this is a testimony to Verstappen's work ethic. What do you think, Lorato? Then we'll go to Akunle. Sorry, guys. Yeah,
yeah. No, for sure. I think in terms of um, like driver capabilities, um, because that is a factor
yeah,
within the entire dynamic of the team, which is
yeah,
what we were saying about how uh, I think McLaren has the best platform because they have a stable kind of like driver platform, car platform, and
yeah.
a development
Yeah,
trajectory,
we don't want to forget though that
which
McLaren was the worst of the top five, and they had the most wind tunnel time last year. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
yeah. No,
yeah.
no, for sure. All those
They
things.
were the worst of
I
the
mean,
top five last year. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. I'm saying this looking towards 2025,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I think the challenge always is when you get to Red Bull that you're dealing with a driver who's extremely adaptable in someone like Max, um, who's able to sort of find out what the conditions are in the car and how he can adjust to them.
yeah.
Um,
It's
in
crazy,
terms
man.
of also
I
changing
want to
car
give a
setup,
shout
because
out to sorry to F1 no, what is that one? It's called 61 Driver 61. One of the best shows. Have you seen it? They talk about technical driving. They talked about how
yeah,
Max altered Schumacher's style because they're both front end drivers, but Max just made it a little bit more flexible and added more countering of the front end effect. Which is
yeah,
basically
yeah,
what the
yeah.
asymmetrical device does too. That is one of the best shows. I watch that a lot now. Have you seen it, Lorato? Yeah.
No, I haven't checked it
Driver
out. I'll
60.
check
I'll
it
send you a
out.
link on it. Let's go to
Yeah.
Kunle and I'll probably be like, what is this? This is the Lorato Moose show.
So
What are your thoughts, Kunle? Yeah.
I think that Red Bull have peaked. You know, when you look at the teams in history, like
Yeah. They peaked last year. Yeah.
Benetton, look at Braun, McLaren, Williams, Ferrari. These teams have periods, but Benetton and Braun are more of the category where Red Bull falls in the sense that they were great, but I think that they're going to eventually disappear. A Ferrari is always there or thereabouts, always competing. McLaren is also always there or
Yeah. And
thereabouts.
Mercedes comes in and out. Yeah.
Yes, I watched this show on Netflix the other day. I told you about it, Senna, on Netflix
Yeah.
show, and it gave you a very new perspective on a different perspective on Formula One driving. I mean, ignore the dramatics of the movie,
Yeah,
But it was very interesting to see how drivers and cars related on the track. I think that Red Bull's problem is that it's a one-man driving team.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. And
the
but before
number two guy,
when they had Newey, it was a
yeah.
fantastic team, total team. Yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
and I think the breakdown of Newey leaving, of Horner and his issues, is causing the
Sorry,
team.
Horner, not just Horner.
Yeah,
Okay.
Horner is causing the spirit of the team to break down. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and that team ethic is going away. And if Red Bull are not careful, I don't see Verstappen winning next season. I see Red Bull struggling. I see
Yeah.
Russell. I think Russell and McLaren and maybe the Ferraris are going to be the
Yeah.
front end. I think that Red Bull is going to have a
I'll
very
keep
big
my eye
game.
on Russell because Mercedes has dealt with his porpoising and everything now, and he's going to be tough. And he's just driving by himself, and he's super aggressive, but also level-headed. He's more level-headed than Verstappen, to be honest with you. He
Yes,
doesn't do dumb shit.
especially the constructors championship. Red Bull are going to fall away. I
Yeah,
think Mercedes is going to overtake them.
yeah,
I just got a feeling the Red Bull are on the way out, and in the next 5
yeah.
years,
And let
there
me tell you,
will be a
I'm gonna
Red
tell you
Bull.
who's not on their way out though. Verstappen isn't on his way out, which means he's going to be
Oh
on his way
no,
out. It's a joke. He's going to be on his
yeah,
way out to Aston
yeah.
Martin. Yeah,
I see Verstappen going on to
or maybe even
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Yeah, I sense Verstappen and Mercedes just look like a good match.
Yeah,
Um,
and then
I
Russell will
see
end up in Aston Martin. That's my prediction.